Hello friends, so today we're going to discuss another problem from the latest binary search series I'm working on. Problem name split array largest sum. It's a hard problem. So I've already uploaded one hard problem, so you can check that out, and this is the second hard problem in the series. I have also uploaded 3 easy and 5 medium problems, so you can check out my channel. Okay, so as you can see, I will tell you a very important point. Let's first read the problem statement. Given an array nums which consists of non-negative integers and an integer m. Okay, so you are given an integer array nums and also an integer like m. You can split the array into m non-empty contiguous subarrays. So like you can split this, as you can see, it is split into like 7 to 5 and 10 and 8. Write an algorithm to minimize the largest sum among these m subarrays. Okay, whenever you see such type of like explanation in the question, you have to minimize the largest sum, which is like, so like you can see that there is some like minimizing the largest or like maximizing the smallest. Whenever you find out such terms in the question statement, like 99.9% it is a binary search problem. Like it can be something else, but this is a very high probability that's like it can be solved using binary search. So okay, because I have like whenever I see this term, like my first mind go to it's a binary search problem, and I will also post more videos in which I will show you that whenever you find out this like line, like it is a very high probability that's a binary search problem. Okay, so now coming back to the question part, how you can solve this out. So because in this question you have to minimize the largest sum. Okay, so what is the largest sum? As you can see, when you split out this nums into two non-contiguous like contiguous non-empty subarrays, as you can see, this the sum of this is like this is 18 and this is, as you can see, 9 and 14. So this is 14. So you have to find out the maximum, which is the maximum, which is 18. So you actually have to divide this into two like subarrays such that you have to minimize the largest sum. Okay, as you can see, I can also split it into like this 7 and this part, so the largest will become the summation of this. So I have to minimize the largest. So how you can do this? Like I have told you, like we have to use binary search here also. So like you can pause out this video and think about this problem. But the main thing here is like what is the range over which I have to iterate. So as you can easily understand this, that the range for iteration is my sum. Okay, in this it is not that I should iterate over like this array only, but my thing here is I have to iterate over the sum. What is the sum I want in the end? So I'll tell you how. I'll like draw this 7 to 5, 7 to 5 and 10 and 8, 10 and 8. And now you can understand that, let's assume that I'll say that my total summation, or like my total like it is 18, which is the minimum sum I can get. Okay, so I have to actually minimize the largest sum. So this is the the minimum largest sum. So what you can see, I can do over the binary search. Let's assume that I have taken from the the minimum value can be 1, maximum value can be 10 to the power 9. I'll tell you how this 10 to the power 9 come, but let's assume for now it's 10 to the power 9. So I'll come to the middle point, the middle the middle sum, which means that I am assuming that my middle sum, or like the sum for this is this very large number. So let's assume for this point, let's assume that it is 18. So I will find out how many contiguous subarrays I can form such that the max, like the sum of that should not exceed 18. Because if the sum of the subarrays I am dividing should not exceed 18, then the maximum among all of them will be 18. I hope you get my point. Because if it is greater than 18, then it is bad, because I want that my total maximum should be less than 18. Then it is fine. So what I will do, I will move from left to right and try forming contiguous subarrays such that the total summation of that subarray should be less than or equal to 18. If it is less than or equal to 18, I will form that, okay, this is one subarray and this is one subarray. And then I find out what is the total number of subarrays I have made, which is 2. If it is like less than or equal to the total subarrays I can make, then it is fine, like this point is fine. Then I can also reduce this, like this point is fine. If mid is fine, then I will make my right equal to mid. Else if this number of subarrays overshoot the number of subarrays I want, which means that actually I am making, so let's assume that I have lot of subarrays, which means that my total sum is very small. Why? Because I am only taking a very small number. As you can see, if I take just 7, then this 7, which means that my total sum is very small. That's why I am making a lot of subarrays. And thus, if my total summation is very long, what my next approach can be, I should shift my window to the right, and thus I will make my left equal to mid plus 1. I hope you get my point. And that's how we will find out what is the optimal L, or what is the optimal maximum sum I can get over all the what is the maximum sum I can get. I have to minimize that. Okay, so I'll tell you how to do the code part now. I'll tell you and make it more clear. So I'll tell you how I get to 10 to the power 9. As you can see in the constraints, the nums length can be up to 1000, and also nums of I is 10 to the power 6, which means that, as you can see, if all the values in nums of I is 10 to the power 6 and it is of length 1000, then it will be the total summation of all the elements will be 10 to the power 9. I will get my point. That's why there can also be a case in which my m number of subarrays I can divide is equal to 1, which means that I have to take down the whole subarray. And if I want to take the whole array, then the total sum I will get is equal to the summation of all the arrays, or the all elements. And the maximum element size can be 10 to the power 6 1000 times, which means 10 to the power 9. So that's why I've taken this value. I have also added 1 just for buffer, and then I do out this the standard binary search while loop, L less than R, mid equal to L plus R divided by 2. This is an OK function in which I will send on this mid, this nums array, and this m. If this is fine, then make my R equal to mid, else L equal to mid plus 1, which I have told you, and return out. How this OK function is working, I will take on this total number of subarrays. Total means how many, what is the total till now, and this is the size of this nums. Move from left to right. If at any point my nums of I is greater than mid, which means that, see, I am assuming that my mid means that the total sum till now, the total sum for the maximum sum for the subarray is, let's assume that it is equal to 2 maybe. So if I found out any element which has a total value greater than 2, which means that I cannot fit this in any subarray which has this sum less than equal to 2, and thus this is already invalid, because I am assuming that the maximum sum I can get is 2, but this is not getting, because this element is already greater than 2. So how can I make a subarray in which the maximum is 2? This is not valid. So thus I will already break out of this earlier, return out false. As what I will do, I will add total plus the nums of I. If total plus nums of I is less than equal to mid, then I will clearly add this out in total. Total is a total till now. Else, so see, if total till now, if I add this current nums, and if it is less than mid means that what is the maximum sum I can get for any subarray. If it is less than equal to mid, then I will clearly add it out. If it is not less than greater than not less than mid, what I will do, I will make my subarray greater, which means that this subarray is completed, because if I add out the next element again, it will increase my sum, which I don't want. So I will complete out this subarray. So I have completed on this subarray is completed, and the number of subarrays will increment, and I will make my total increment to the next element, which means that I don't take this in the first bucket, I will take down in the second bucket. So I will make my the first bucket empty, and thus I will take out this element afresh in the total, and then I will again add 1, because completing the last section or the last subarray, it will not terminate, so I will add once again, and thus I will just return out and check that if the total number of subarrays is less than equal to m, the total number of subarrays I want, then it's fine. Okay, else if it is greater than n, then I don't want that, and I just find out that if it is not if it is greater than m, then I will return out false, else I will return out true. So I hope you get the gist of the problem and the code itself. If you still have any doubts, please mention down. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you next one. Keep coding. Bye.